This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
He's here! He's here! Cody Mack is here! That's Cody Mack's music! He's here! That's right! Fake JR, I am here! And I assume you're here as well, or else how are you listening if not? See what I did there? It's ESPN Radio 97.7, 100.1. It is The Sports Show. Monday on a nice Thanksgiving week. Easy as hell. This is an easy week, man. You just hang out, we shoot the ish, we do some highlights, talk about some games, and then we go and stuff a bunch of hands up a bunch of turkey butts, and then after those turkey butts are nice and warm, we eat them. What, is that not a valid description of Thanksgiving? Yeah, I love Thanksgiving, man. It's one of my favorite holidays. Simply because I get to deep fry a turkey. If you've never deep fried a turkey, it's the best. I've heard, smoked turkey, okay, whatever, but deep frying a bird, a big old fat bird, that is where it is at, man. If you got any deep frying tips for me, I'm open for them. I'd like to hear some deep frying tips. Anything you got would be good. I don't mind. I've been deep frying a bird for a while, but it's always good to hone your craft, if you will. 315-437-7644. If you've got any tips for me on deep frying a turkey bird, or really anything Thanksgiving-wise, I don't mind Thanksgiving info or anything you guys got, or anything you guys want to talk about. A big old victory up in the Dome. We'll chat a little bit about that in just a couple minutes. QSportsTalk.com. That's where you can see me on Twitch right there. Michael's in there. We've got some of the usual suspects. Barry Monkey, Matt from Auburn, I see he's in there. Nick Allen, Swifty's in there. West Monroe, thanks for hanging out as we get things going here on a Q Sports Talk Monday. Isn't it? What is Subscriber Monday, right? Isn't that today? Isn't that up here somewhere where it tells me things? Hold on. I got pieces of paper for this. Subscriber Monday, Q Sports Talk every month, starts every month with Subscriber Monday. Wait, is that this month then, or is it over? Is that not Subscriber Monday now? I don't know, just subscribe. I haven't been here long enough to know all these ins and outs. There's a piece of paper. Oh, boy. Yeah, so anyway, a little bit of football game. I think we should probably talk about the Qs a little bit, because I see things on this computer I would like to hear, and you know how that works. That means I want to play them, because I was up in the Dome for the SU UConn game. However, I was actually a little late. I know. I figured with this game, it'd probably be better to be a little bit late or not. I don't know. Depends on the way you look at how you thought the game was going to go. So, surprisingly, I actually missed this, so I would like to hear Syracuse scoring ASAP, as the kids say, as Syracuse and UConn went at it on Saturday up into the Dome.
Kyle calls for the ball. He's got it. First play of the game on 1st and 10 at the 25. Put in the air. Deep shot on the right. It's wide open. Darrell Gill down the numbers at the 30. He's got the 25 on the 20-yard line. Stop there at the 21 of UConn. A quick hitter on the game's first play. There's a tip of the cap to Coach Mack. Now Allen again, the single setback. A fake to him. McCord back to throw. Set to the 30. Going end zone. Arande makes the catch at the goal line. He's in for a touchdown. Orange. 2 plays. 50 seconds, and the Orange are in the end zone.
Wow, look at that. I didn't see that. See? That's what happens when you get up into the Dome late. You don't get to see all of the ways that they get it going and starting real fast. And that was them getting going real fast. But that game kind of back and forth. UConn fans, the visiting fans, you're so annoying. Got their big bunch of them with their big dip cups. We might have them too, but I sit next to visiting opponent fans. In UConn, you had some of the more annoying ones, but no big deal. Anyway, big victory up in the Dome. Some things after the game here. I know that you guys, some of you are a little iffy on wanting game day here, and I know that they're not going to have game day, or at least this year, but see, Coach Fran is on board. For those of you that are like, why does Syracuse want to have, or the fans and everybody want it so bad? Because it's fun. It's fun. So maybe next year.
8-3 right now, getting ready to go and play against Miami, which is a good game. Coach Saban, I'm going to need you to talk to those people at game day and have them come. Des, me and you are cool. We know everybody, so I need you guys to push for y'all guys to come and be here for the Syracuse and Miami game. It will be no better place to be next week, So I can't wait till those guys hopefully accept the challenge to doing that.
Oh, I like that he threw out the accept the challenge thing, because that's pretty cool. I really like that. But they did not. They didn't accept the challenge. But maybe they'll be here maybe next year if we get this big win against Miami, and then next year that would have to be a hot destination, right? Up on the quad, huh? On the quad. You heard there in the first clip. First play of the game going to Gill. He had a pretty big game. I'm not as familiar with this gentleman, but he had a very good game against UConn, and Coach Fran equally as happy about it.
I'm really thankful and happy for Gill. He's came a long way, and he's been doing, you've seen little spurts of it all year. So today, he had a chance of, I think he had like 170-some yards. Meeks had 100-some yards, and I was busting those G-chops in there. I said, oh, you only had 100-some yards again. That's just what you do. But they all had over 100 yards, which is good. Kyle's done that several times. So, it shows you that our offense, though, and what Jeff Nixon does is gives us an opportunity to spread it around where everybody have a chance to, touch the ball.
And they did, and that was good. You want to see a bunch of guys, because that way you can't just kind of game plan for one guy. You have to be worried about everybody as you're in the end of November now. One more game against Miami, and I think this November, may not have gone a couple ways that Syracuse fans wanted it to, but I think that is a very far and vastly improved November from the last few. Definitely last year, faux show.
That's what November's about. We got our own little saying about November that we read every day. A different guy read a different paragraph, but it's about being developed in November. You got to be detailed and developed, because at any point somebody's going to have to step up into a position to help the team. So it's important that coaches and players are able to adapt. That's just our mindset in November. It's a November mindset that becomes contagious when you continue to think about it and talk about that. It's something that we look forward to just playing in November, because it's been stated by you guys that we wasn't going to have a good November and things like that. So I listen to all the things. I don't read it, but I have people that bring it to me. So when you guys say that we may not have a good November, it bothers me. So then we wanted to make sure we have a good November, and then we're going to remember who said that. So you can't be all cheering next time that we do have a good November.
Man, I have said from the start that this November has been one of the best Novembers, and I don't care about all that other stuff. And what a great November this has been, and I've said it from the start, and I don't care about any other Novembers. I also think that this was the most important game of the season, and let's see, what other things can I say that if he's going to hear these or someone's going to bring this to him? I also think that his style is impeccable. He's got very nice facial hair. I like his cardigans. I bet he drives a really nice car that doesn't show salt on it in the winter in Syracuse driving around. I bet he's got a nice one of those. And if it does show salt, I bet he's got a very good regimen of cleaning his car, keeping it clean. What else? We've put him at top CNY balds. His bald head always looks gorgeous. Anything else in here to butter the bread? I bet he butters his bread on both sides because he's a baller. But again, I think it's the most important game of the season, the one we just had against UConn. I don't know if
this game was the biggest game of the year, because this helped show that we're building a program again, and it shows that they did it. Like, that goes down with them for the rest of their lives. Like, those guys had an opportunity of building a program.
Coach and I.
So it meant a lot. I think last year Donovan McNabb was here. We went back and checked it. It was 8-4. No disrespect to any other quarterback. We're just looking at Coach McNabb, and I knew, like, okay, we got to be able to go above that, because, like, McNabb came, talked to us, and he told us he wanted us to be better than it was when he was here, and he put some standards out there for us, him and Keith Bullock, of what they were looking for, what we was at. So, they told us what we had to do.
I like that. I like when the older players come back, because I've kind of bitched about that, where you don't see a lot of these former guys coming back where you do on a Miami or a team like that, where the alumni love being on the sideline and stuff like that. So hopefully, that'll become more of a tradition as we move along and do the Coach Fran tenure here at Syracuse. Hopefully long, lustrous tenure with a guy that has a beautiful bald head. So, and then just want to hear this, because K-Rock Smoothie and I were just talking about this like a half an hour ago about certain guys staying and leaving, because we're actually getting to that time of year of the year being over and the transfer portal opening up and guys bowing out of bowl games and stuff like that. So we're going to learn quick, I think, with Coach Fran, what guys want to stay and who are going to stay and who's going to leave.
I'm very happy for them. I told them that this game was the biggest game of the year.
For Marlowe, Justin Barron, and others. Sorry.
I'm very happy for them. I told them that this game was the biggest game of the year, because this helped show that we're building a program again. And it shows that they did it. Like, that goes down with them for the rest of their lives. Like, those guys had an opportunity of building a program. So it meant a lot.
I just heard it, and I just played similar. I just play that when it's labeled something different. What about this? Is it different when I go on further?
I mean, they told us what we had to do. So, being able to push that way. So it means a lot that these guys are the guys that stayed, that trusted in myself, that trusted in our administration. It was a lot of trust that had to go all ways.
We're in the trust tree with the nest. That's what that was. No big deal. I don't have to hear anymore. I get it. The trust tree with the nest. Because, again, he's always said that, and he said it on our K-Rock morning show when we interview him here. Josh interviews him. I sit there and make comments like this. Yeah. That he is preparing young men to be adults and life after football.
We have something called Syracuse 60, which we made it in the beginning of the year, where guys don't ever have to fear when football is done. And that's what's extremely important. And then what goes on in the world, when football's done, a lot of guys get depressed and go into different things. So within 60 days, because of all the alum, everybody all over the world, and so many people that got involved that are Syracuse alum, that are involved, that we send resumes out. Our guys know and tell us what region they want to work in, what's their major. So a lot of guys already got jobs. So they kind of can just go play and go be free, because of they understand and know. Like I told them, none of my players will ever graduate and in August not have a job or be on a team.
That's awesome, man. I think I've heard him say similar things before, and that just shows that he is a class act. I know that a lot of guys have been here before. Was it Schaefer that did the rah-rah act, where every single thing that happened on the field, he was cheering and losing his mind and doing backflips and all that other crap, because when you suck at coaching, you have to cover those things up. But Coach Fran, man, just a badass, and I love the things he's putting into place and installing in the guys up there, which will just lead to better people in the future and a better overall football team. All right, now that is the longest, I think, I've ever talked about Syracuse. But you can talk more if you want, and we're going to move on to the NFL here after this little break action. But feel free to call up and talk about SU or what you saw up in the Dome. It was a really fun game. I enjoyed myself. I went and checked out that new tailgating area up in the Dome that they opened up. That is badass. They got a ton of craft brews up there and a lot of TVs. So that would definitely be a spot I would not mind going and watching some pregame stuff before like a basketball. Oh, my God, getting up the Dome earlier was you don't have to walk in 3 feet of snow and minus 30 degrees. It'll just be 2.5 feet of snow and, minus 15 degrees. No big deal. We'll come back. Sports Show. Sports Around some more. ESPN Radio 97.7 and 1 Audible. Whoa. I don't want that one. You bring excitement. Open to the Dome. Oh, yeah. See, let me catch up here. Gonna deep fry Paulie. Yeah. Hey, be dunked in hot oil. You dunk it in hot oil. All right, Mike's bringing the drinks. Sides. I like a good side. All right, I got to turn this. I can't watch Fox. Oh, that didn't change it. Oh. Why don't I know how to change the TV channels anymore? I thought I did, and now I don't. I'm not smart enough for it. I don't want to watch Judge Judy. All right, it is Subscriber Monday. So Q Sports Talk starts every week with Subscriber Monday, Paulie. I don't have time to tell you what to do. I got it now. It was just the one that Paulie wrote on there. He wrote, you start every month with Subscriber Monday. And I was like, it's not the month. It's definitely...
We changed how we did that from the first time I wrote it.
Oh, it's still Paulie's fault.
Yeah, it's 100% Paulie's fault. Tune in during my show, Dinner for Two, Fran Brown Show, tomorrow night, Heritage Show.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Subscribe first, though.
Subscribe first, yes.
Because it is Subscriber Monday. It's not just Get Free Crap Monday.
No, I get it. So new subscribers then get...
Any subscriber. Just be subscribed.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, you just got to be subscribed.
I like that. Good deal. Yeah. Oh, there's a...
Second place gets a selfie with me.
And microphone right back down.
There will be no second place.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Boop, 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 ba-doo.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Every now and then I think about you, and it breaks me out of you and into me. I'm naked.
Okie dokie. Okay. We're back. Watching Judge Judy. Comb your hair before you go on Judge Judy. Jeez, fella. Oh, my God. I don't know what that guy is, if he's the plaintiff or the defendant, but I would believe anything the other person would say. You show up to my courtroom looking like that, sir. Button your top button if you're going to wear a tie, you scoundrel! Sorry, what? We're on right now. I don't believe you. That's ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Cody Mack right here. That's this guy. Sports show. We're Sports and around having a good time. Hope you had a good weekend. What you do? For those of you that wait for your NFL team to have the bye, the Bills had the bye week, so you didn't have to worry about that. Jets also on a bye week, even though still reports coming out from Jets camp because you got to have Jets news. Aaron Rodgers apparently still a piece of crap and refused to have any medical examination, so they wouldn't bench him in case something comes out that he's hurt, which he probably is because he's 40-something years old and sucks and doesn't do anything to take care of himself and thinks that, nah, man, if I'm just like super cool, like who even cares, dude? Don't even do that. Don't put that on me, bro. Well, can't put much on you because the weight of anything on your shoulders, it crumbles you, bud. So, we'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers at the end of the year. My God, just let him go and just retire, fella. So, like I said, did I say it? 315-437-7644. If you want to call up and has a chat about anything, some NFL that we will be getting into here in just a little bit, here in a minute or so, as it was a wild NFL Sunday. I said that on Friday, if you were listening, that with weeks like this where you see matchups and you're like, is that even going to be a good? Nope, that won't be a good matchup. That won't be a good matchup. And then it turns out that the majority of the weekend is banging, and it was. So we'll talk about that here after we talk about something else that's banging, and that's Wegmans Lights on the Lake. That is getting going, and you've got a chance to take advantage of the snow coming up here at the end of the week because that'll make Lights on the Lake super awesome. But the start of the week, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, a lot less traffic. So if you want to get over there and do that, I would recommend so. You just wait till you get in line, then go online and order your tickets. Boom, because then you'll have something to do in line, and then you can order your tickets right there at lightsonTheLake.com. It's fun. I like it. You can look at some pretty lights. Wegmans Lights on Lake, presented by Upstate Honda Dealers and Upstate Golisano Children's Hospital. Let me reach that there. Put you right back over there. Okay. All righty. Let's do some NFL whatnots here, shall we? As it was, like I said, a crazy awesome Sunday for the NFL. I hope tonight's game goes right along with how yesterday's games went because it was a fun Sunday. We'll start with the end of Sunday as the night game at the end proved to not be as enjoyable, really, if you're a Rams fan, because they held with it for just a little bit, and then the Eagles kind of took over, beating the Rams 37-20. The Eagles scoring 24 in the second half. Man, that's absolutely insane. And a lot of it's to do with this guy who now is probably the front runner or tied for front running for the MVP. Saquon Barkley went absolutely balls to the walls, all of the walls. 255 yards rushing, couple tutties, 302 yards from scrimmage.
Their adjustments will wait. It's the Eagles beginning at their own 30 with Saquon Barkley as the running back. And you said it, Chris. Big opening. Barkley let loose. Saquon will take it the distance. Touchdown. Terrific blocking up front. And Barkley goes 70 to extend the lead.
And it just gets worse for the Rams from here as the Rams were able to run themselves. The first two drives got 117 yards rushing. And that was it for them, though.
Those guys can give it a push. They are strong and tough and good. And now leading the way from that guy. Barkley, who looks rejuvenated. Durant just left the game. Ahkello Witherspoon, bottom of your screen is the corner that came in. Pressure comes, screen set up. Barkley's got blockers. Barkley got the first down and more. There goes Barkley again inside the 15-yard line. Play the Monday night game, the Harbaugh Bowl tomorrow night. The Ravens and the Chargers. Good one. Saquon Barkley running to the left and gets to the 42-yard line.
Milestone.
And he's 6 yards shy of a career high for rushing yards. And he's got it, and he's got more. And he's going to go all the way. What a night. What a season. What a player.
Unbelievable, man. He's just so good. I know as a Cowboys fan, I'm kicking myself in the ass that they did not get him in the offseason or Derrick Henry. I know Giants fans are kicking themselves in the ass as it was said on, it was a Hard Knocks that the owners of the Giants and everybody in charge just didn't want Saquon to go to the Eagles and end up kicking their ass and kicking ass there. And he's kicking ass there. Saquon, after the game.
You put on a show. It's the first ever 200-yard game. But I know, because Jason Kelsey came to give you that ridiculous award that we give out from Countdown, and you said, I don't want the Hemi again until my O-line gets some love. So let's start up front. How do you describe the job those men are doing for you?
Yeah, I mean, they're amazing. They make me look a lot better out there on the football field. But the biggest thing that I take away for those guys is, one, how smart they are and how versatile they are. Any scheme, anything, we can call it inside zone, outside zone, counter, traps. They do it all. They're so athletic, and they all trust each other. And, it starts with Stout and TJ, all those guys and in the building. And, those guys really take it in and practice, and it goes into the
Someone
game.
mowing the lawn behind them? Got a lawnmower going there on the artificial turf after the game?
Hard to ignore. Like 255, man. When I say that to you, that's what goes through your mind. I mean, these are bright lights, man. And 255, what do you got?
I mean, yeah, it definitely puts a smile on your face. And, they told me on the sideline that I broke the Eagles franchise record. So these are things that I train for. I'm big on, visualizing stuff, visualize success. So when stuff like this happens to me, I kind of ready to put it out there and, let it come to light. But I'm just in a spot right now where I'm happy, thankful for the organization to bring me in here, and just being consistent, seeing how consistent I can be. And
being a baller. As again, now, is he the front runner to be MVP? I mean, I would say I agree here where there's other people there's maybe like 3 or 4, but I would say it's Saquon, Josh Allen, and then if they keep, turning around, winning a little more, Lamar, Derrick Henry, Jared Goff. But Saquon, man, throwing his name up in there in the last couple weeks and probably being the front runner.
Do you feel like Saquon should be the MVP front runner?
Right now, I think he should be right there atop with Josh Allen. It's a pick'em race as far as I'm concerned. I've got Lamar Jackson lower than them. Right now, you've got 4 losses and 2-2, the 2 last place teams in the National Football League. You're not even in first place in your own division. So I'm not going to give that to you, whereas we can't say the same thing about Josh Allen. But when you look at what the Philadelphia Eagles have been doing, when you look at the kind of impact that Saquon Barkley has had, there's no denying that he should be right there with Josh Allen, leading the way for league MVP honors. I mean, he's the leading rusher and one of the leading rushers in the NFL, certainly leading in yards per carry, the touchdowns, the yards from scrimmage, every single category that you can pick for a running back. He's at or right there behind the top spot. He's been absolutely sensational, and he's made things a lot easier for Jalen Hurts. They won last night without Devontae Smith. We just have to make sure that we spend time giving credit to the Eagles defense, who've held 7 consecutive opponents in this winning streak that they've been on to under 300 total yards. So I got to give credit where credit is due to the defense as well.
And they've just been playing lights out, man. 7 in a row. Of course, Saquon looks unreal. No hamstring cramps or anything yet. Giants fans are wondering when those are going to pop back up. They might not, and he might just gallop all the way to a Super Bowl. Fricker, right? Let's come back, do some more NFL Sports Show. Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. Hello, stickers. Oh, Oh, Judge Judy, looks like a dispute over an engagement ring. Uh-oh. Did you give it on Christmas or Valentine's? Because then it's a gift and you cannot get it back. So, guys, make sure when you're out there and you're proposing, don't give it on one of them holidays or she's going to keep it and sell it after and then give me the money so I can go to the strip club. Because now I'm going to the strip club with your former fiance and your wedding ring money. And I'm going to put it in a strange lady's butt. And then watch her put it in a strange lady's butt, too. The money. The money. What? Give him a fake one, Govendo. Oh, my God. Govendo, fake wedding ring. Look at this guy. You baller. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I got to open this up. There he is. Hey, thanks, bud. Appreciate you. I like your mustache. Looking real thick. No, with the beard, it looks good because the mustache is thicker, so you got that look going. That's all right. Just go with a... Yeah! Okay, Kyle. It was a story. I never took anybody's engagement ring money and put it in a stripper's butt like that. But in strip clubs, maybe. This lady's already crying on Judge Judy. She just started talking. Oh, wait, she's not crying. I think her eyes are just real watery. Ugh, water is so gross. How you guys do that? Drink water. Try. Hard. I got a lot of NFL stuff here. I'm not going to get to anything else I wanted to. At all. Jeez. Guess I went a little overboard with the NFL wrap up today. That's all right. You guys don't mind. Oh, geez. Ah, we got this. It's a fugazi. Oh, I'm doing the Tommy Cutlets. Yep. Oh. Okay.
This is The Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Here we are broadcasting from the Harding and Mazzotti studio. It's The Sports Show with Cody Mack, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1, 315-437-7644 if you want to chat and do a little talking. Or you can do that with all our other people watching along at QSportsTalk.com. It's on Twitch, and there's a bunch of y'all in there having a chat and having a good time, and I'm a fan of that, and I like that you guys are hanging out on a Subscriber Monday where watch Mr. Brian Higgins and the 315 later as you got a chance to win a little dinner action to the Coach Fran show. That's where it's at, man. So just subscribe. Go over to QSportsTalk.com, subscribe, or if you are a subscriber, you got your chance for a fun little dinner action. Speaking of fun, I don't think the Giants are having fun. Malik Neighbors not having fun, although he says it's not that bum Tommy DeVito's fault. That bum up in the dome that you guys still cheer second behind Sean Tucker. Tommy quit on the team and he sucked. He's a bum. And he's showing it again on the Giants here. But Malik Neighbors says it's not him.
Yeah, ain't the quarterback. Same outcome when we had DJ at quarterback. Take a look. Take a look.
He sucked too.
So what do you think? What is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Everybody know better than me. Is it the play call? We'll take 3 more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know I'm tired of losing.
What words today would you use to describe this loss?
Soft as
How disappointed are you?
Very.
Yo!
What are you most disappointed about?
I mean, soft, man. I'm tired of going out there and losing. Like, it's just that. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I like he's a rookie and he's already tired of losing. That's a little rough. But sure, I don't blame him. Oh, gotcha. All right, cool. Let's take a call before I play something else here. Let's wants to talk SU Miami. Yeah, let's switch gears, bro. Let's chat with DJ and Cicero. I got no problem with talking a little Miami.
So, all right, listen, here's my prediction. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, what we got?
Going to mark my word. Syracuse is going to beat Miami by 7 points. The final is literally going to be 21-14. That's my prediction.
Wow,
that's going to be a great game.
That's a low-scoring game.
It is. I think that our defense is going to step it up. The defense is pretty good. You know? That's just my prediction. Go Orange, go Cuse. Oh, and by the way, Cody, one more thing. Bret Hart sucks.
Oh, you son of a... I'm hanging up on him right now. Hang up on you. Hanging up on DJ and Cicero. Bret Hart's the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I love that. That's great. No, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for calling in, man. That's a low-scoring game. I could see something like that if SU gets out early, because Miami lets teams get out early on them. Look what the last couple games, other than this weight game, and maybe they could then just hold them there and let a couple points trickle in, and it's like a 21-0, and then Miami makes a late run, and then boom, there's nothing they could do, and it's 21-14. I like that. If you've got any other predictions, anybody out there, feel free. Call up 315-437-7644 as we're just chatting all sorts of things, NFL, and the games went down yesterday. We were just talking the Giants, where former Syracuse quarterback Tommy DeVito rolled into town and stunk up the joint as Malik Neighbors looks just... He sounds like he doesn't want to be there. As I was saying, he's been there for not even a year, and he's already tired of losing. Stephen A. Smith thinks that the rookie wants out. That's it. Didn't even finish the season. Trade him.
What I feel from this, fellas, is that Christmas is approaching. Thanksgiving's this week. Christmas is approaching. And I'm expecting a Christmas card from Malik Neighbors, who's going to thank me for saying what I said about the Giants last week. They stink. They're horrible. And that's what needs to be said. That's basically what he talked about. The other thing that I peeled from it is that when I'm looking at Brian Dable, former coach of the year, who we've all said can coach, that's the first time I ever saw words from anybody associated with the New York Giants that gave me an indication. They pointed to the coach. They point to the coach, too, and they point to the GM, obviously, right? And so if we expect, and then not only that, guys, last but not least, you look at Malik Neighbors, and doesn't that remind you a little bit of Odell Beckham Jr.? It's like a player that's basically saying, could y'all get me the hell out of here? Could y'all get me the hell out of town? I don't want to play for this organization. I don't want to be here. This brother ain't even been there for 8 months, and he already won out. I mean, that's how bad it is. And then we have to look at the numbers, guys, and say it makes perfect sense. Since they won the Super Bowl in 2011, 0 division titles, 10 losing seasons in 13 years. During this time, fellas, their record, 78-127-1. Fourth worst record in the entire National Football League. Only the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Cleveland Browns, and the New York Jets have been worse than the Giants as a franchise in the last 13 years. 2 playoff appearances, 1 playoff win, 6 head coaches, 1 was an interim, 3 different general managers, okay? And obviously 2 controversial handlings of the quarterback situation with Eli Manning and the bench in the 2017. And obviously you got what you got with Daniel Jones now. They are awful.
God. Yeah, they are. And they're hitting the reset button, and they're going to start all over again, basically, because I have a feeling they're going to let go of Dable, which I don't agree with because I like him, but, oh, man, that's just them's be the breaks. All right, so we've talked about the NFC East, Giants, NFC East, the Eagles. What about the other two NFC East teams? I'm wearing the shirt on a Dallas Cowboy Monday. How about them Cowboys? Ruining their chances at a good draft pick. Oh, what are you doing, Dallas? 34-26. And with a victory, you fall out of the top 10 for your draft choices. You stupid idiots. It actually started out with one of the worst special teams days ever, and it finishes as one of the worst special teams days ever, as Austin Seibert for the Commanders misses a extra point right at the start. You got Brandon Aubrey missing extra points, getting field goals blocked. I mean, he did kick a 48-yarder, yay! But then you get into a third quarter where Kevontae Turbin has to do a 99-yard touchdown return to start getting the Cowboys back into it, and that was just some of the crazy in that game.
Line drive to Turpin, and it bounces through his legs. Here he comes. Kevontae Turpin spinning free. Here he goes. Fastest man in the NFL. Kevontae Turpin takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dallas.
And you just think right there, that's the end of the crazy, right? Nope, it gets a little bit crazier as, the Commanders kick a field goal. It's 27-20. It's not over yet. However, it's going to be over when they get this ball back because all Dallas needs to do is not have him give up basically a 75-yard touchdown bomb.
Half a minute, no timeouts. Daniels throws down the sideline for Terry McLaurin. McLaurin is loose.
Okay, it's fine. McLaurin is loose. That's not a big deal. All you got to do is tackle him. They don't have any timeouts. The game will be over.
Lightning strikes twice in Washington. This is unbelievable.
And he scored a touchdown. Well, that was all we didn't want you to do is score a touchdown. Oh, my God. Now all they got to do is kick this extra point, tie the game. It'll be 27-27. We'll go in overtime. It'll be fine, Dallas. That'll be fine. We'll lose in overtime. I will accept that. I didn't want you to have this game be, right in your hands this whole time. I would have preferred a loss. Again, they fall out of the draft position that I want, but no big deal because right here it's going to go to overtime once Washington makes this extra point, right?
Seibert's got to have butterflies here for the tie. Low snap. It is no good. And the worst special teams day in history has a fitting finish. I'm not even sure what we just watched.
I don't know, but I felt so bad for that poor kicker after the game. He was crying, man. There's no crying in baseball, and I don't think there was in football either, but oh, that was rough. I felt so bad for him. You can't miss an extra point, man. And it looked like, the snap was a little rough, but not that rough, buddy. And we talked all last week, and Micah Parsons saying that their team was damn good. I don't even know what to do here, but he's not giving up yet either.
And for another score, Washington came out on the wrong end in this defeat, further endangering their playoff chances. Here's Micah Parsons on the Cowboys keeping theirs alive.
I'm not done yet. I don't plan on tanking. If the higher ups was looking for a draft pick, I hope that's wrong because we got a lot of football left to play. Like I said, as long as I'm a part of this team, we're always going to fight.
Oh, all right. See, I like that. I don't hate that.
All right, Shay, I'll start with you here. What's your biggest takeaway from this game?
Well, look, Dallas played really well defensively. This was the best they look. I know they gave up a bunch of points, but they played really well. You look at Micah, you look at Adigizua, they got after the quarterback. They were great in pass coverage. Now, the last couple of plays notwithstanding, I thought both defenses, late in the ball game, Teddy, we have one simple motto: nothing cheap, nothing deep. And right before the half, Washington, why are you jumping on you jump on a double move, 83 gets behind you, you catch it, they get a field goal out of that. And then you get Washington, you got them dead to right, and somehow Terry McLaurin gets behind you for an 86-yard touchdown. That's dumb football. That's coaching. Nothing cheap, nothing deep. Dallas was opportunistic. They had it. Look, they didn't go for 150 or 200 yards running the football, but they kind of stayed with it. Didell had his best game running the football. They used CD in the backfield some to try to get him carries. He's one of your best players, so you try to find ways to get him the football. But what I was most impressed with Dallas, they're without their starting quarterback, 3 offensive linemen, their left tackle. The best thing that the Cowboys did yesterday was bench that left tackle Guyton, because all he does is hold and draw penalties. And even when he came in there for an extra lineman, Teddy, he picked up 2 penalties and he probably played 10 snaps.
Yeah, but again, you heard him say about the guys that aren't in there. Here's the problem about why he had to be in there, even though he does suck this year. He's a rookie. Give him some time. Cowboys enter the game with more than $100 million in salary cap space on the IR. Yep. Dak, DeMarcus Lawrence, Zach Martin, Trayvon Diggs, Brandon Cooks, Tyler Smith, all out, and they still screwed it up and won the game. What are you doing, Dallas? Come on. You're killing me. Well, oh well. At least they'll definitely lose next, right? And then we'll get back on this losing. We're playing the Giants and Tommy Cutlet. Or now we're probably gonna win. I know. I wanted a high draft pick too, Kev. I was hoping. Now watch. Now we'll end up winning a bunch of games. Making the playoffs. What do we got for weather? Hi. It's warm in here today. Jeez. Monday. Yeah, right. At least the Giants know how to tank properly. They took Neighbors, though. I like Neighbors. I don't know if you guys can see, but I added another plant. Huh? Doubling up on plants. Right? By adding in Tommy DeVito, you were absolutely saying, we're not winning another game. All right, guys.
This is the Sports Show with Cody Mack.
Here we sit on a Monday on ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1. QSportsTalk.com. Get on over there. Get ready as we are inching you ever so close to the 315 with Brian Higgins. And if you want to holla at him, you can as well to get ready to do that. 315-437-7644 as we're getting ready to peace on out of here. Thanks to DVOffers.com, powered by Drivers Village in Cicero. And we will wrap up some more NFL talks here as, don't forget tonight, got yourself a little Brother Bowl, if you will, right? Was that what they're calling it? The Brother Bowl? Let's see here. Oh, did I not save it correctly? Yeah, there it is. I knew it was in here somewhere. Brother Bowl tonight. Then we'll wrap up the NFL talk. Ravens, Chargers, and we'll talk more of that game tomorrow because this should be a barn burner, as the kids say.
Things might get awkward at the Harbaugh's Thanksgiving table. Before the turkey is carved on Thursday, the Jim and John are set to square off on Monday Night Football as the Chargers and Ravens make a push for the playoffs. Now, the NFL is no stranger to sibling rivalries. Travis and Jason faced off in the Kelsey Bowl a couple years ago, while the Manning brothers have also duked it out. Eli remains the undisputed king of the QB sneak diss.
I'm nice.
John and Jim are the only brother head coaches to have faced each other in NFL history, doing so twice before. Their first encounter was in 2011 when John led the Ravens to a Thanksgiving Day win over Jim's 49ers. In their next meeting, the following season, the stakes were a bit higher. John got the dub there too, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in Super Bowl 47. The latest championship, though, went to Jim, who just won a natty at Michigan. Will he have better luck beating his older brother with the Bolts, or will John improve to 3-0? Find out Monday, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN.
Hey, that's today's Monday. So, yeah, that'll be an awesome game tonight. You also had the Seahawks taking down Arizona 16-6 as Geno Smith getting me some points for fantasy football. The Packers killing 49ers 38-10. The Vikings just barely getting by the Bears. Like I said, rivalry game in the division, 30-27. C.J. Stroud steps out of bounds, making a safety, so the Titans go up 32-27, and they end up winning that game. Weird loss by the Texans there. The Dolphins are now 5-6. Are they really going to make the playoffs? They can't, right? They can't. They did so bad. Bo Nix breaking that Broncos rookie record with TDs as the Broncos take down Las Vegas 29-19. Detroit whooping up on the Colts as Sonic and Knuckles combined for 3 rushing touchdowns against the Colts, becoming the first duo in NFL history with 10 rushing touchdowns each in consecutive seasons. Good for them. And from the of course they did file. Of course they did. Did the Chiefs somehow manage to win even though the whole game they were trailing the Panthers of all teams? The Panthers, the last drive of the game, the Chiefs are tied with the Panthers? Did they win?
Placement is down. Schrader's kick is up. Schrader's kick is good! 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 Spencer Schrader on a 31-yard field goal, and the Chiefs walk it off with the field goal, winning 30-27 to get their 10th victory of the 2024 campaign.
Unreal. They're going to be in the Super Bowl, aren't they? Aren't they? Well, not if the Buffalo Bills have anything to say about it, huh? We'll talk about that in the next couple days. Bills 49ers this upcoming Sunday. Are the Bills just going to make light work of the defending Super Bowl team from the NFC? I don't know. Man, that was a quick show today. Like I said, we'll talk Chargers, Ravens tomorrow. I'm sure some more crazy-ass Cowboys stuff will come out. But right now, make sure you guys are lining up and keeping those fannies right there for the 315 with Brian Higgins. He's up next. And then sports. Women's SU game tonight, I think. So that'll be cool. Enjoy it. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the Sports Show, ESPN Radio 97.7 and 100.1.